Do I want to completely stop spending money on myself? No, I don't. Come on. I enjoy treating myself. There's things that I want to do. I love shiny techno things. But do I need the latest and greatest every time they release a new phone or a new camera, etc.? No, I don't. And now my priorities have shifted. I have more important things to do with my money. Have you noticed this with you? We women of a certain age, we regeneration Xers. I don't know why I'm doing that. We didn't do that back in the day. Anyway, and it's not just women, it's men. Our spending habits are changing and they will continue to evolve as we continue to age. But right now, they are driven by our need to get to the next level in this game of life that we're currently in. And this isn't because we're broke, it's because we got better things to do with our money than spend it on things that bring us no joy. And that's the second part of why I'm not spending like I used to. It doesn't bring me the joy it once did. It doesn't self-soothe, self-medicate, self-pacify the things that I am now addressing in my own life. I've got some journals for that. Go and check those out below. But let's get into this. For decades, yeah, there's so many of them behind me, but I was told we women, we are supposed to spend responsibly, take care of others, put yourself last. But many of us, as we became empty nesters and we no longer had to spend every last dollar we scraped together on school pictures or sporting events or tuition, etc., okay, maybe there was a season where we spent on us. But now as a woman of a certain age, over 50, facing 60, clarity has me spending money a lot less frivolously. Ooh, that was a big word for today. Frivolously. Everybody use it at least once. But my clarity in my goals has me restraining what I spend and what I save. And I am taking such great pleasure on saving and stacking it up. Even the change, what few places still give us back change, pennies and things, because that's apparently leaving the world. But with that said, my pleasure is coming in watching those accounts stack up and the debt come down. If you're carrying debt, this is a phenomenal time in life to knock it out. Get rid of it. You do not want to drag that into your retirement, kicking and screaming, because that adds to the stress, detracts from your enjoyment, and will probably drive you to have to continue working longer than you would like because you've got minimum payments or you're trying to pay it off. So let's start attacking that now as well. So the first reason I changed my behaviors when it comes to money was because my goals and my priorities shifted. It was no longer wanting to buy this, that, and the other. It was the long-term goal of setting myself up for success when I finally decided to stop working outside the house. Will I ever completely stop working? No. We're going to grow older together. I'm going to continue this YouTube channel. The second reason is I actually ran the numbers. Down in the description, I have a Master Your Money Plan workbook. This is almost exactly what I used when I sat down to figure out, what am I spending my money on? Where is it going? Where should it go? How much am I spending? So the workbook walks you through your core. You've got to have a place to live, your food to eat, transportation, get hither and yon, etc., etc. But it's all of the death by 1,000 cuts that you need to become aware of. What subscriptions are still hanging out that you haven't used or even been aware of? What are you paying in credit card interest? What credit card debt do you have that you need to pay off? This is a level of adulting. Let's not even call it 101. This is adulting 5th level. You need to know this so you know what you got to pay off now, how much you need right now. And then when you move into retirement, that's where we're going to go next, is what are your expenses going to be in retirement? There are things that actually erode when you no longer work outside the home from your budget, but there's other things that get added in. Is it an even swap? No, usually not. In those first couple of years, you may choose to spend money on some of your life's desires for experiences and travel, but you need to know what you can afford and what you need to keep saving for. And finally, the reason I chose this level of awareness for me and my money and deciding what I'm going to do with it. I've never been one to count on somebody's opinion or expectations of me. However, I know a lot of us do. I stopped caring what everybody else was doing. Those mythical Joneses, I stopped trying to keep up with them. Everything I see you guys doing on social media with your glossy Instagrams and TikToks, etc., not me. Don't care. But for each of us, you have to get to that point yourself. What matters to you? What do you want to fund? And then do that. It no longer matters. It never has mattered. So let it go and live the life you mean to live with the money that you have. If this information has got your attention, if you know somebody in your life who needs this conversation, share this video. For the 80 some odd % of you guys who are not subscribed, subscribe, because that alone tells me you like me, you really like me. Or not. Maybe you don't like me, but you want to keep hearing what sort of crazy things I'm going to say. So like, subscribe, share, comment. Are you ready to really look yourself in the face, in the mirror, and say, you have better things to do with your money? You don't want to carry that credit card debt into your future. It is time now, because we are as young as we're ever going to be. I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I have all sorts of spontaneous, I just got to get this off my chest videos. Jigger or Gin is my latest entry into that arena. So like, share, subscribe, come back, check the descriptions for those free workbooks I told you about. Also, I have some journals down there to help you figure out your own personal mindset on what you want to do for retirement. Retire like you mean it. Y'all keep coming back. Stop recording.